Amazing Spider-Man number 44, the end of Gang War. Thank God. This has been like one of the worst events I've ever seen from Marvel. It's just such a jumbled cluster. And when you read the end of this, they actually say, hey, we threw everything in the kitchen sink into this. And it really does feel like that. There's no consistency. It's just as many characters thrown in as possible in like this battle where there's really no stakes going on. You just see a lot of random fighting from random people. And I guess you're supposed to recognize some of them. There's Miles Morales. There's Elektra, Daredevil. There's Spider-Boy and Jackpot at some point. I guess they're throwing everybody in here to do their own little tie-in miniseries. They're fighting AIM agents who are working for Madame Mask, I guess. And there's your Jackpot. Mary Jane as a superhero is just, it's painful to read. But this is everybody's a superhero now. I mean, they all have their own little spiders, and there's She-Hulk, and it's like, again, is Spider-Man even in this book up until this point? Not really. I mean, it's just highlighting all these characters over and over, and therefore nothing develops and nothing comes in fruition. You expect that from like a team book or something, but you really don't expect that from Amazing Spider-Man. You see at the end, they're all standing around. We've got multiple pages of them standing around afterwards, and so the event ends a few pages in advance. You get Peter looking goofy here with some bad John Romita art. His close-ups are so bad. Like, somebody has to tell him to stop doing these close-up things. They just look horrible. And Randy Robertson looks like he's okay. And then you get a Tombstone sort of scene after multiple pages of that with more close-ups, promising that he's going to be back and eventually he's going to kill Spider-Man. Okay. So nothing really happened. We have a big event where like there really were no stakes. It's absurd enough that the gang members were lining up against each other to like have this big, crowd scene fight. Anyway, the superheroes got involved for what? Well, just let them kill each other. I don't understand. And then eventually, like, Tombstone just declares the stop to it. So it's not like Spider-Man really even accomplished anything out of all of this either. And so just painful to read. And John Romita Jr. like really is phoning this in on the art like I've never seen. This was not the worst issue. I think the worst issue was probably issue 41, maybe 42. But geez, these close-ups just look horrible on every single level. And I don't see it getting better. Now, this is supposed to be phase 2, and then phase 3 of this run is starting soon. We're 44 issues in, and phase 3 is starting. Oof. I don't know what's going to come of that, but I can't imagine it's going to be very good. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10 overall, and we'll be back soon.